No, gentle gamers, watch me break down the exact match that took me to 70 stars. This same playstyle carried me all the way from 1 star to 70. So stay tuned, stay attentive, and I promise you'll learn a lot from this video. Let's go! Our opponent in this match is also a 50-star player, whose name is Black Magic. And for this match, I'm using the 4-1-1 wide formation, one of my most balanced setups. And my opponent is going with the 4-3-3 attack, a very aggressive formation. I'm starting to kick off, and before anyone asks, yes, I'm using camera angle 1. Now always remember, every attack should start with a proper build-up, not spamming that kickoff glitch. Be patient, relax, and make the right move at the right time. That's how you control the game from the very first minute. Now during the build-up, your sole aim is to hold the ball long enough to read the game. And the only way you can do that is by not forcing moves or passes. Take your time, scan the pitch, and wait for the right opening. Rushed passes only feed your opponent the ball. These little backward runs I'm making with the ball are not just random. This is me scanning the pitch. I'm checking who's free, who's marked, and which passing option is safest. Never rush forward blindly. Sometimes stepping back helps you see the whole field better. You can see right here that none of my teammates are free nearby. If I force a pass through this area, I'll most likely lose the ball. So instead of rushing, I drop backwards to find a free man and reset the play. Now at this point, this guy here was my only passing option, but he was a little too far from me. I still tried sending the pass, and as you can see, it got intercepted along the way. Now here's one of the biggest mistakes most players make and something I always try to avoid, which is dragging your defenders out of position. As he started his counterattack, I switched to my defender. But I was still holding the tackle button, so my player began rushing forward automatically. What I should have done was hold him back immediately, because look at this gap here. The space between this guy and my left back is huge. My left back is the only one covering that zone, so if he steps out of position, I'm cooked instantly. Now as my defender was already charging, I tried pulling him back, but it was too late. The space was already wide open, and his attacker was sprinting straight into it. At this point, I can't undo the damage, so I have to move to Plan B. Plan B was simple. Use my fast left back to chase him down and cover that open space before the pass comes through. And luckily, that part 1 handled well, I cut him off, and now we're in a 3 versus 3 situation. Because the 4th defender who opened the space in the first place is still jogging back like a foolish man. Now what I needed was either the lost CB or my CDM to chase the ball carrier from behind while I closed him down from the front. So what did I do? I pressed the second defender button. And guess what? Worst case scenario, the second defender system selected the wrong player. It dragged one of the 2 guys who were supposed to be marking the attackers. Instead of calling the CB or CDM I actually needed. Bro, the moment that happened, I knew I was cooked. My defender literally stopped marking his man because I triggered second defender. And the attacker he was covering got a clean opening. My opponent is smart. The moment he saw that little gap, he slipped the pass immediately. Now let me ask you, you're in a 1v1 clean angle goalkeeper rushing. What are you supposed to do? I know 99% of you will say, shoot. But now I don't know what spirit entered bro. Instead of shooting, he thought the best thing to do here is heel to heel. Like, even if you want to dribble the keeper, the last skill move you should think of is heel to heel. But who knows, maybe he panicked. So because of that, my keeper rushed him clean and collected the ball. Bro basically saved me from conceding with that decision. I don't even know how, but somehow I lost the ball again. Now look at this, the pass is coming in a very dangerous position. And the only way to stop him is by switching to Lucio, which I did immediately. So now it's a 1v1, just me and him. I pressed tackle, everything was perfect. But somehow Lucio didn't tackle him. Bro just ghosted past like nothing happened. Now he has a free chance to score. He shoots. and somehow his own player blocks the shot. Like, bro, that is painful. I actually felt bad for him because this thing happens to me too. You'll have a clear chance. You shoot clean, and your own teammate just decides to become the defender of the year and block it for the opponent. Let me know in the comments if this nonsense has ever happened to you before. Right here, my striker is already making that forward run. And yeah, a defender is tight on him. I trusted my striker's pace to beat him into the space, so I went for the through pass. But the defender read it early, stepped in front, and won the ball. This happens a lot when you force a through pass too early, or when the defender has better positioning, even if your striker is faster. Now at this point, bro wanted to use his winger pace to run down the wing. He tried to burst forward but realized I was already locked in, waiting for him. So he said, okay, let me trick him and pass to this player here. So the winger could run into the space and then get the return pass. He expected me to chase the ball, but nah, I'm smart too. I didn't chase the guy with the ball. I chased the winger directly because I already knew the plan. I blocked the passing lane completely. And once he saw he couldn't get the ball to the winger, he gave up and cut inside instead. Now in the middle, Gullet is close to him, so he quickly passes to this other player, leaving Gullet behind. That movement opens the CDM space that's normally Gullet's zone. But my defenders are positioned perfectly. And at this point, I'm thinking, this guy might decide to shoot from here. He's getting close to the post, and if he gets a clean strike, it could be a goal. So instead of just covering space, I stepped up aggressively. And I was right. He was literally about to shoot. I pressed him hard, tackled the ball cleanly, and he ended up shooting air instead. And there it is, a goalless first 45 minutes. Tight game, both of us reading each other well. Second half is where things really start to open up. Let's go. If you notice my defending, I always involve every single player in the team, not just my defenders. I press with my midfielders, I track back with my attackers. Everyone has a job. When you defend like that, your backline has a much easier time, because they're not left alone to deal with everything. Now look at this attack. Always take advantage of moments like this. Most of his players are still stuck in my half, and now I've won the ball with only 3 of his defenders left at home. I've also got 3 players pushing forward right here. It's a perfect 3 versus 3 situation. These are the moments you need to capitalize on immediately before his midfielders recover. Now my cam is on the ball, and the first thing that came to my mind was to trigger my striker so he can run into space for the through pass. But immediately I triggered him. My opponent started tracking back to block the run. So instead of forcing the pass and losing the ball, I kept driving forward with my cam, carrying the ball into the free space while waiting for a clean run or a free man. As I kept going, I realized there was no space in front. If I tried to cut to the wing, I'd get intercepted easily. The defenders were already closing me down, and my cam isn't that fast. So the smartest option was to recycle. I passed back to the player behind me, hoping an opening would appear somewhere else. And boom, that was when my CDM started making a surprise run into the box. I quickly sent him a through pass, and before the ball even reached him, I already spotted my striker free inside the box. One simple pass, a quick first-time shot, boom, a clean goal. At this point, my sole aim is simple: protect this lead till the final whistle, or even add one more if the chance comes, and making sure I don't give them any cheap opportunities. Another narrow escape, bro. Always feel free to turn around and rebuild if you find no space. Don't force it. Wow, what an interception, bro. Read that so quick. Look again, my CDM is absent from his position, so I had to call the second defender. Luckily this time the right player answered the call, stepped in perfectly, and of course, we won the ball back. Oh, is that another chance to score? Nah, bro read it perfectly and made a clean tackle. And that's full time. That's it, gentle gamers. That's how I pushed to 70 stars, every pass tackle. And counter we went through is exactly what you need to understand to level up your H2H. If you want more real match breakdowns, drop a comment below and I'll bring the next one. Like this video, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss when I post. It's your boy Gentle Joe. Peace.